I made my AI chat application 2 times faster without almost doing anything. And today I'm going to show you 2 things that I did, plus 1 bonus point, bonus trick that will make your application feel even smoother. So first thing that you can implement, and it's probably the easiest one, is to use some kind of virtualization library. And virtualization library allows you to not render anything beside what you see in the viewpoint. So no matter how big your conversation is, and you can see here in the example, it will only render messages that you see in your viewport. If we go into the chat application, so we are not rendering anything besides those messages that we see on our screen. We're only rendering those messages once we're scrolling to them. And so if your application involves long conversations, this simple library like Virtua can improve the user experience and performance by a lot. And so the way you use this virtualizer is really simple. All you need to do is to use the virtualizer component from the library, in my case Virtua, and here instead of rendering your content as, in my case, stick to bottom content, but that's where you're rendering your messages, you would use virtualizer component and pass your content, your node here as. If you want to use, for example, stick to bottom, you can still use it and pass the stick to bottom content into the virtualizer, and all the scrolling still is going to work. So if I send the message, you can see here that we're still scrolling, even though now we're not rendering anything past the viewport. And so the next thing, if you're using useChat hook from AI SDK, is to use an optimized version of useChat. What I mean by that, there is a library called AI SDK Tools Store, and this guy created an optimized version of useChat hook. And it's a high-performant drop-in replacement. So you can just replace it and you don't almost need to do anything. When I say almost, you don't need to do anything. You just need to install the library, use their provider, and use their useChat hook. So the way that it works is that under the hood, he's using Zustand and not just useState with messages and with everything. And he also implemented a lot of small optimizations and a lot of selectors for you. So all you need to do is to install this library, wrap your component, your chat component, with a provider, put those initial messages into the provider, and then just replace your useChat import from AI SDK to this AI SDK tool store. And after that, inside of your chat, you can remove all the prop drilling. So what I mean by that is that instead of passing in your component's message count or status, you can just use his selectors, use chat status, use message count, and things like that. And so this way, we're not going to re-render those components if we're not changing the status or the message count. Another thing that you should do if you're using this library is to not render your messages as mapping over your messages, but instead mapping over their IDs. Let me show you. So here, you will notice that we're not mapping over the messages, we're mapping over the message IDs that we got from use message IDs from his selector. And here we have use chat message item. If we go into this use chat message item, and so here we're using use message by ID selector and passing the ID of the message and getting the message. Here, the reason why we need this is because it's a very fast lookup. And here he's specifying that it's an instant lookup instead of like O of n, where you need to find in array. And the other thing is that, as I understand, if you're passing and rendering messages through messages.map, every time any message changes inside of the array, you're going to re-render the whole thing. You're going to re-render all the messages, not only the message that changed, right? And if you're using message IDs, here you can be sure that you're not going to re-render messages that are not changing, because IDs haven't changed. So that means that we don't need to re-render those messages. And you can re-render only the message that changed. And here he also included the benchmarks, and you can see the improvements in speed for 1,000 messages, for message lookups, for complex filtering, and for everything. You can see that in some cases it can get even like 200x faster. And again, you don't need to do much. As I said, it's a drop-in replacement for AI SDK use chat hook. And in my case, I just removed all the prop drilling, and I just removed and replaced the imports, and that's it. It just worked. And the last thing is to make your chat feel smoother. So if I send a message here, you will notice that we are like animating this streaming behavior. It's much more smoother than the default one, which makes a big difference when you think about it. So it's not much about the performance, but about the feel of your application. And it's fairly simple to implement. I'm going to leave a GitHub gist to this hook in the description as well. So here we are just smoothing the stream on the client. But another thing that you can do is to smooth it on the backend as well. If you're using AI SDK, I'm going to leave a link to this article in the description. You can wrap and use like this smoothStream function inside of your stream text and create a few other animation things. Again, I'm not going to go too deeply into this, but I'm going to leave a link of how you can implement this in the description. So this way you will get the smooth streaming, as you see here. It's like really smooth, like buttery smooth. And so that's what I did to improve the performance of my AI chat application. If you found this helpful, let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.